Well, good Tuesday morning to you. We are so glad that you are joining us today. Clyde, it is going to be a gloomy day, but we have some fun in store, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Hey, and Mona, one of the things we've got going for us this morning is an idea that just might get people more interested in wearing their face mask.
Okay. Tell us about it.
All right, all right. So, Hormel Company has come up with an idea for a bacon-scented mask. That's right. You can slap this mask on your face and breathe bacon all day. Yes, we got applause here on the floor in the studio. So it is called the Black Label Breathable Bacon Mask. Now I'm going to give you a website here so that you can go and find out more about it and register to get one. You have until October 28th to register. That's breathablebacon.com. Breathablebacon.com. Now here's the good thing about it, Mona. For every person who up to 10,000 who goes in and registers for a breathable bacon mask, whether Hormel chooses you or not, Hormel will make a donation of food. They will donate a meal to Feeding America, again, up to 10,000 people who go in. Yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
They had me at bacon-flavored mask.
Oh, you know what, Clyde? I'm going to tell you, they only need 9,999 more because I registered this morning. Yes, to win that, win that mask. I was really interested in smelling bacon. You know, I'm a bacon lover. So this is right up my alley.
That makes two of us. That makes two of us.
Yeah, and you know, the Great Pumpkin. I don't know how that segue worked, but it didn't at all. But anyway, we're going to talk about the Great Pumpkin.
Mona. It's food.
Charlie Brown, a Minnesota man, just won the Safeway World Championship Pumpkin Weigh Off. This is a contest in Northern California with what he calls the Tiger King of pumpkins. It's 2,350 pounds. Can you imagine carving that big thing, Clyde?
It's a lot of pumpkin pie.
It took him over $16,000, $7 per pound. He planted it on April 11th, and it's a 35-hour drive to California from his Minnesota home. This man was committed. That's what I call committed. But the current world record for a pumpkin weighing is 2,624 pounds, and it was grown in Belgium, Clyde.
Close, but no cigar, right?
That's right. That's right.
Well, while we're on the subject, I should say, of gardening, growing things, and then eating them. You know, gardening can definitely seem cathartic in these difficult times. It's even recommended by the National Library of Medicine because it gives people exercise. It gives them sunlight, vitamin D, as well as reduces stress. And if you're planning on planting a spring garden, now is the time to get familiar with Mother Earth. And here now to talk with us more is Lisa Andrews, a registered dietitian, and Ellie Falk from the Civic Garden Center of Greater Cincinnati. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now, gardening is something people really have gotten into since this pandemic. They've got time on their hands. So can you tell us just a little bit about some of the classes you have for new and experienced gardeners?
Yeah, so we have moved all of our education online and started a Victory Garden education series. So we have 2 free classes every month that will continue through August of next year. One is always on gardening, and the other is using what you're growing in your garden.
Okay, so here we are in the fall, heading towards winter. So why is now a good time to start learning about gardening?
So the winter is actually the perfect time to start planning for your growing season next year. So if you join our classes this December, we will sort of teach you through everything you need to know to get ready for planting your garden in the
All right. Well, on the subject of seasons and gardening and the fruits of those gardens, if you will, Lisa, you've got a seasonal salad for us too. Tell us what's in it.
So I'm going to start with some seasonal kale, one of the most nutritious vegetables, as you know. And I'm going to make a harvest kale salad with apples and dried cherries and some nuts and peas. So I've got for the tart apple. You can use an apple or a Fuji apple. And then I've got some dried cherries to add some sweetness to it. And then I've got some chopped nuts. You can use any kind of like. Today I've got almonds, but if you want to put almonds or walnuts in there. And then I'm going to make a really good dressing just out of some canola oil and apple cider vinegar and a little bit of honey and a little bit of Dijon. And so this is a great way to use greens. And greens are super nutritious because they're high in potassium, fiber, and beta carotene, and all those nutrients that are great for your blood pressure as well as your immune system. So we want to try to encourage people to use stuff that's in season because it's less expensive and it's also at its peak of nutrition. So, you know, when you use these garden vegetables, then, you know, you're not buying more food at the store, you're getting inside, you're feeding your healthy stuff.
All right, Lisa, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, we're just about out of time, but we're going to put up on the screen where people can get more information for these free gardening classes. That's civicgardencenter.org. Ladies, thank you so much, Lisa, Ellie, for joining us this morning.
See you. Thanks so much.
All right. Well, it all started with a mule and a teenager who would sell fresh produce door to door in Ludlow, Kentucky. All right. Now, flash forward more than 100 years, and CP Reeves Market is still serving the Northern Kentucky community. And right now, they have a beautiful selection of pumpkins and mums and baked goods. So, you know, we had to check it out. Take a look.
Well, if you follow me to the history wall, you'll see that the store has been open since 1915, one of the oldest retail stores in Ludlow. And we're happy to say that we're the fourth generation to take over the store 2 years ago.
The story of this small community market all began in Stringtown, Kentucky. 17-year-old C.P. Reeves would venture out every day with a mule to a local ice house in Covington, where he would purchase produce and sell it door to door on his route back home. And now, over 100 years, 4 generations, and a local Ludlow, Kentucky storefront, C.P. Reeves Market is still selling fresh fruit, vegetables, local items, Christmas trees, and so much more. It's a fun, engaging, family-friendly destination for all your seasonal needs.
So we have a photo op. I like to have, and you'll see on our Facebook, a lot of our customers like to sit and have their pictures taken with their loved ones, and we tried to create this. Christmas is really done up well. Santa Claus is here every weekend.
Come Halloween, C.P. Reeves Market will close down for a couple weeks in preparation for Christmas, which means you still have another week to enjoy all their fall festivities. On the weekends, they serve popcorn and cider for the kiddies, and there's a plethora of pumpkins and beautiful mums to choose from. And word on the street, they have the best in town.
And one of the stories I'd like to share is a customer came in, and I always say, "Oh, hi, where are you from?" And she goes, "I was in Newport at the dollar store," and someone says, "You have got to go over to the Reeves, CP Reeves Market. They have all their mums and seasonal pumpkins out." And I have to admit, I did tear up a little bit thinking, isn't that just such a blessing?
So whether you're simply stopping through for a forgotten tomato, looking for fresh flower ideas, or just want to take the kids somewhere new, C.P. Reeves Market graciously welcomes all.
As I share with every customer that comes in and says, "Oh, we're so glad you're here and we're so glad you're open," and I'll say, "Well, we can't appreciate your business enough, and without the community, we would not be here."
Welcome back. Welcome back. Here's a question for you. What do you get when you combine wiffle ball, tennis, and ping pong? Well, what you get is pickleball and a whole lot of fun. Pickleball is a year-round sport that is played inside and outside, and we went to the Mayerson JCC to learn more about the game and why it is taking the tri-state by storm. Take a look.
I'm just here for moral support.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can hit it to her.
It is a Monday around 12:30, and you guys have packed courts, so that says something.
We're talking about the pickleball courts at Mayerson Jewish Community Center. 3 days a week, the JCC gymnasium is packed with pickleball players, young and old, with Lonnie from Epic Play Pickleball spearheading the sport.
There you go.
It's kind of like a tennis, ping pong, morph sport.
Yes, I say it's the love child of tennis and ping pong.
Yeah.
You're playing it on a smaller court, so that was what was so wonderful for people of a certain age. You know, you have to cover a lot less territory, and it's easier on your knees, because most of us are, I tell you what the population starts out as being, people who are athletes in their youth, and they really don't want to walk away from sport, game, and play, and so this has just been the thing. It has just been bringing everybody back to getting that thrill, that excitement.
A competitive nature.
Yes,
You can totally feel that here, that this is it's a happy place, but they want to win.
Yeah, oh yeah.
To win a game of pickleball, it's the first team or player to 11 win by 2. It's played with paddles much smaller than an average tennis racket, yet larger than a ping pong paddle. And the balls are made of hard plastic, creating a popping sound that echoes the gym.
So 7-0-1?
Yep.
The scoring is also different from other racket sports. And there are small quirks, like the double bounce rule and no volleying in certain areas of the court.
Wait, can I hit that?
It's a fast, fun, and friendly game for all ages and skill levels. That's why the JCC and Epic Play Pickleball is committed to growing and teaching the game.
We have 3 courts that are always set up with lines down so that they are ready to come. A lot of people have their own rackets. We do have rackets and balls here. You look forward to seeing these same people every day. And, you know, every Tuesday I'm going to see them playing pickleball, and you just get to be part of the family. People are looking out for you, and you're having great time, great conversations, and connections with the community.
Pick Up Pickleball is free to JCC members and $20 to the public. There's also an online group called Cincinnati Pickleball that outlines all the opportunities to pick up a paddle and play in the tri-state.
Oh, nice.
I'm working up a sweat.
I know,
And
yeah.
we're about to play another game, so that's a wrap.
Wow, looks like fun. You know, a school year that began with online learning will soon have kids going back to socially distanced classes. Now, the question for moms like Emily L. Foley is what can be done to keep their kids safe and healthy, especially with concerns about the upcoming cold and flu season. Well, Emily is a celebrity journalist and a freelance writer whose articles appear in publications such as Allure, Marie Claire, Glamour.com, and InStyle.com. Emily, thank you for joining us. We're going to dive right in. Answer the question for us. What can parents do to protect their kids?
Yeah, you know, I am such a huge supplement fan, and I love elderberry syrup. Since my family started taking it, I have seen a dramatic difference in my kids' overall immune system. And the other day, I was at the vitamin shop, and I was so excited to find New Chapter's Children's Immune Support elderberry supplements because they're a delicious immune boost for your little ones. They're non-GMO verified. They're made with elderberries that are sustainably grown and harvested from family farms, which I absolutely love knowing where they're coming from.
All right. Well, Emily, what about some suggestions for natural ways to boost the immune system?
Yeah, I love elderberry for that as well. I love the fact that it's tasty. It's easy for me to get my kids to take them. My son loves the gummies. They're sweetened with fruit and no added cane sugar. The elderberry syrup's also really yummy because it's sweetened with that real honey. It's bee-friendly, True Source certified honey, plus it's full of antioxidants.
All right, it seems like that sweetness is the way to get kids to take those supplements, right?
Absolutely. You know, flavor is so important, and I'm a huge honey fan because it's all natural and it's been recognized by the World Health Organization and the American Academy of Pediatrics as an effective treatment for kids' coughs. So I was really excited to discover Comvita's kids' daytime and nighttime soothing syrups and pops because they're made with that wonderful Manuka honey, which is going to help with cough, sore throat, and your immune and gut health. I absolutely love the daytime syrup because my kids enjoy it. It's got this great orange flavor, plus it has that the Manuka honey, which is great for your immune system. So it just makes it so easy to get your kids to take it.
All right, good information. Emily, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me today. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Mona, thanks a lot. Did you know that in the United States, a home fire occurs every 93 seconds? Now, we mentioned it before, but October is National Fire Prevention Month, and there's one simple protection many of us may be taking for granted. Here now to talk with us more about this important topic is Bob Relag from the Colerain Fire Department. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Clyde. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Glad to have you. So you're in week 3 of Fire Safety Month. So talk with us a little bit about some of the safety topics you've addressed so far.
Certainly. The first and most important are having working smoking detectors. It is the quintessential thing for all of us to survive a fire. The second thing is to have a planned and practiced exit drill. This is important from the standpoint of letting everybody in the house know the proper way to have 2 ways out of every room. The third is having your door closed to your bedroom, closed before you doze. The Underwriters Laboratory has determined that the best chance of survival is to have smoke alarms by your bedroom or even in your bedroom, and then to keep that door closed so if a fire is outside, you don't have any of the fire heat, the gases, any of that that can affect you. By having the exit drill, and even if it's on the 2nd floor, perhaps even up to the roof or to a chain ladder, the individual can easily escape. Now, one of the other things that you want to have is a cell phone, because that will allow you to let the fire department know where you're at so that you can be effective rescue.
So right quick, let's drive the point home a little bit. How much reaction time does a family have in a fire situation?
Great question, Clyde. The Underwriters Laboratories determined that in the furnishings of a home could have as little as 3 minutes to be alerted to the fire and to escape the fire before it gets to an intensity heat level that would block your exit. So having that smoke detector is the primary thing. Practicing how you get out of each of the homes is another. And third is close before you doze. There are 2 other things that we want to talk about, and that is defendable space. If you're in an apartment, for example, you not only have your door close to the stairwell, but you may also then have your door close to your bedroom. The reason being that you might not be able to make it to that stairwell because it could be a neighbor's apartment that's on fire. So having a dependable space, your bedroom, where it's tight and so the smoke and gases don't come in, you then have the opportunity to call the fire department. They can come get you.
Bob, just a very little bit of time left. If people want to get more information about fire safety and emergency planning, how can they get that information?
Very true. One of the things that we can do is be contacted with an email address, simply smokedetectors@colerain.org, or they can call us at 513-825-6143 with any questions they may have.
All right. Thank you so much for talking to us this morning, and good information. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Clyde. Appreciate that.
Indeed. You know, we mentioned it before, but October is National Fire Prevention Month. I'm sorry, that's probably not where we need to be page-wise. And we're going to get there shortly.
Unfortunately, most people don't read the fine print on the first line of defense.
A smoke detector really only has a useful life of about 10 years. So you really need to replace them. Don't just replace the battery, but I mean the whole thing after 10 years. Kidde has some really, really great technology in their 10-year worry-free voice alert smoke detectors. Has a 10-year lithium battery. You don't ever have to change it.
Visit homedepot.com/fire safety for all your fire safety needs.
Thank you for hanging with us. That is Cincy Lifestyle for Tuesday, October 20th. We appreciate you checking us out and checking in with us from time to time. And we want to encourage you to get out and enjoy what will be a somewhat gloomy day, but still worth enjoying. Make it a great day. Hey, thank you so much for watching our video. Now, if you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before, or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, be sure to make it a great day.